The town that walked away. By sunrise, the town of Ashmore no longer existed. Not the buildings. They were still there. The bakery still smelled of fresh bread, cooling on empty racks. Tea still steamed from forgotten cups. Radios hummed quietly in vacant living rooms. Cars sat parked with doors hanging open. Schoolbooks lay scattered across desks where lessons had been interrupted. Mid-sentence, the people, however, were gone. Every one of them. Except for Elias Rowan. Elias was 87 years old and had been blind since he was 12, after staring into a solar eclipse because another boy dared him to. Since then, he had learned to see the world in different ways: the scrape of shoes on gravel, the echo of voices against brick walls, the scent of rain hours before clouds arrived. When the first police officers found him sitting peacefully on the bench outside the church, they assumed he was confused. "Sir," one officer asked gently, "do you know where everyone is?" Elias smiled. "They answered the invitation." The officer frowned. "What invitation?" "The one that arrived after midnight." Within hours, Ashmore became the center of international attention. Scientists searched for radiation. Military units scanned for chemical weapons. Religious leaders declared miracles. Conspiracy theorists declared aliens. Nothing explained why. 4,382 people had vanished without leaving behind a single footprint leading out of town. Only Elias seemed unsurprised. Every morning he walked the same streets with his polished wooden cane, greeting empty houses by name. "Good morning, Margaret." "Morning, Daniel." He'd pause as though listening for replies. The investigators eventually gave him a full interview. When Elias said, "It wasn't spoken." "So what was it?" "It was remembered." The room fell silent. "What does that mean?" Elias tilted his head. "You people think memory only points backward, but memory can point forward too." No one understood. Dr. Mira Solis did, or at least she thought she might. She was a neuroscientist, specializing in collective memory, the strange ways entire communities unconsciously shared traditions, emotions, and even dreams. She arrived in Ashmore 3 days later. Unlike everyone else, she didn't bombard Elias with questions. Instead, she simply sat beside him. For nearly an hour they listened to birds. Finally Mr. Austin spoke. "You hear it too." "Hear what?" "The missing sound." "Concentrated. Wind, leaves, church bell." "No. Something was absent." "Children." Even empty towns should echo with remembered laughter. Somehow Santo felt acoustically erased. "It's like," Mira whispered, "they were never here." Austin nodded. "They're fading." That night, Santo stayed in the abandoned hotel at exactly 12:17 a.m. She woke. Someone was singing. To be continued.